continue what I was saying, you feel me? Like, you working for $1 that's fiat. It's not backed by anything. It doesn't have any value other than the faith that people put into it. So why would I sit here and stress myself about imaginary money, bro? You working for $1 that doesn't have any value, bro. But you're giving real substance, which is time that you can never get back for $1. You work 2 weeks to get, but you only clutching that good 2-3 bands for a good 4 days. And then you gotta start the process all over again, bro. In 1933, America went into a state of bankruptcy. I don't want to say bankruptcy, I'm gonna say a state of receivership. They took all the gold and silver from private citizens. We used to get gold certificates and silver certificates that was redeemable for gold and silver. So it's like, what we doing here? Truth isn't truth no more. Truth is what the majority of people believe. Working a 9-to-5 is hustling backwards. If you don't got no plan, if you're not using that 9-to-5 as a stepping stone to eventually get out of that 9-to-5, my nigga, bro, you're hustling backwards. If you're using a 9-to-5 simply to survive, bro, because all you're going to do is acquire more assets that's going to require more money. And if you're staying at the same job that you more than likely, if you're not kissing ass, not getting a promotion to, unless you're willing to say that you're willing to stay in that same 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and even if you do get another job, then what? Acquire a trade, bro. Learn a skill, something that you could use for the rest of your life. Even if you're not making money off of it, you love doing it. Because what they doing now, they're turning our passions into poison, bro. They're turning the shit that you love, that you monetize, into something that you starting to hate because it's self-explanatory. Anything that comes in a form of a job, my nigga, you gonna hate. I'm far from a lazy nigga, bro. A bitch could call me far from lazy, bro. I'm just tired of taking the crumbs off another person's plate, trying to make a meal at my table. Bro, I'm not no dog, fam. Y'all can say I'm overthinking it all you want to, fam. You go into a job that you hate every day, bro. I don't care what your profession is, bro. If you're not a doctor, if you're not a lawyer, you work it for no fucking reason, bro. You punching buttons and all this shit for what? At least if you go on Craigslist and you help somebody, you actually accommodating something, bro. You helping an old person move. You helping an old person move out, whatever. You go into a job to do the same shit every day, bro. You're not doing nothing but helping the company. The company is the one getting paid for actually helping people, because that's how you get wealthy, rendering service, real service that you enjoy doing with a smile on your face, a genuine smile on your face. But even with that, the devil could get into it, bro. The devil will wrap something you love around shit that you hate. Get what I'm saying, fam? The devil will wrap the same thing that you love in something that you hate. And I'm not blaming, like, the devil isn't an entity outside of yourself. Yeah, there's forces working against you, but the devil is within, the same way God is within. But I feel like a 9-to-5 goes just against everything, especially in this day and age. It's different when it was like in the 50s and they could have 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, still work a job, come home, whatever. But that was at the beginning of society when shit was still getting figured out. So when you worked a 9-to-5, at least it was probably more interesting back then, man. Like, society was still getting established. Like a lot of new shit was coming out, especially during the 30s, 40s, 50s. Because, bro, I'm tired of just everybody talking about the same shit, but y'all not saying it in different ways, bro. Let me say it in a different way, bro. Straight up, bro. Nobody want to work, but nobody's saying why nobody want to work. Because you working for $1 that has no genuine value, but you giving real time, bro. Real labor, real blood, sweat, and tears. For $1 that's fiat. Ain't even backed by gold, oil. It's not backed by nothing. Silver, oil, gold, nothing. It's backed by the faith of the people, bro. Only reason I want money is a testament to how much I provide society. That's the only reason I want money. Yes, I need to survive as a man. Yes, I want to build. Me establishing a kingdom will be a testament to not only how blessed I am, how blessed the Most High decided to, you feel me, but also a testament to how much I can manifest, because we are all gods. We are all capable of creating. I'm not the type of nigga to be looking in the sky waiting on a creator, bro. Y'all in the day and age, y'all worshiping the creation. Y'all not worshiping the creator anymore anyways. Y'all worship the creation. But the Most High said that the kingdom is within. I'm not finna keep looking out into the sky trying to figure out if somebody gonna come save me. Whether that be a white man with blue eyes and blonde hair, or whether that be a black man with locks just like me. I'm not waiting on no man to come save me, bro. More life. What if I told you that the applications that you go to these dealerships with and sign is the money? Your signature is the money. You just don't know how to enforce that. I'm still working on how to enforce that. But I'm not trying to live off that, bro. These niggas trying to live off of discharging debt and shit. I'm not trying to live off of discharging debt. But I understand that according to HJR 192, we have the ability to discharge debt dollar for dollar. And they have an antecedent debt owed to us since they took all the gold and silver from private citizens, quote unquote citizens, before the 14th Amendment citizen. So, you feel me? Like, why did they make the Bill of Exchange Act? Why did they make a Federal Reserve Act? Why did they make all these, the Uniform Commercial Code, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, because people aren't honorable, and they knew these motherfuckers wasn't gonna be honorable, bro. And it's the same thing that Jesus was turning over tables and whipping people, you feel me, and said stop selling or doing these things in my Father's house. Because he already knew how they was gonna move, bro. They have no honor. They're gonna take what you give them, put interest on it for you. They're going to charge you a fee for you to even manage or allow them to manage your money that they loaning out and making 10 times over off of your money. And then they have the audacity to charge you interest. And the interest, if you don't got your credit right, for a car, damn near 22, 24%. Like, bro, this and then we supposed to be the ones, like, paying this shit off, bro. When Babylon is like $35 trillion in debt. And then supposedly the taxes that you pay is going to the roads, right? To build all this shit. Nah, bro. The taxes that you pay is going to the interest of the national debt. And just like a nigga who paying his car every month, you're not paying the principal of that debt. You paying the interest of that debt. So that shit ain't never going to get paid off. My question is, who do we owe? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who the fuck do we owe? Who do we owe, fam? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to understand. It can't be the Rockefellers. It can't be the Rothschilds. It can't be them, the Carnegies and shit. It can't be them. Is it? can't be them, man. Or is it? Because I don't understand who we owe. Nigga, we owe ourselves, bitch. Because you can't pay a debt with a debt, bitch. That's why. You're not discharging debt in the proper way. That's why. These IOUs that we keep passing around to each other, it's nothing but a promise to pay on behalf of the Federal Reserve. So that's why we keep getting in debt. Because you can't pay a debt with the fucking debt. You got to discharge the debt. I don't care, bro. Like I said, fam. One thing they can't take away from you is your mind. They can take away your bread because it's theirs. All them dollar bills got you serial code numbers on them bitches. They registered to the Secretary of State. It's not your money, bruh. The only thing that you have that's valuable to you and to any other man is labor. That's the only thing that keeps society functioning. Labor. I'm not against money, bruh. I'm not scared of money. Money has its purpose. I do believe we need to have some sort of work ethic. A man's supposed to work, and there got to be something to motivate him to work. And what better than money? Women and money, right? But they done twisted and corrupted this game, bro, to a point where it's like you can't win for lose, bro. The only way you could win is doing what Babylon was supposed to be set out to do from the beginning. You create that LLC, which is like a piece on a monopoly board. You operate out of that LLC, and you make a business, bro. Because America's meant for businessmen and women. It's not meant for no employee, bro. Employees get taxed the most. It's like a punishment, nigga. Because you're not smart enough to come up with your own idea to fluctuate income from, revenue from, dividends from. That's why I can't work no 9 to 5, because I feel like that's telling myself that I'm not smart enough to come up with a fucking idea to make money. I feel like that's insulting myself, bro. I understand you got to do what you got to do, bro, but I can't do that shit. I'd rather go through life now. If shit don't work out, go the 9 to 5 route later, instead of going the 9 to 5 route now and then trying to catch up later because a 9 to 5 was holding me back from my dreams, bro, and aspirations, bro. And then people try to say, oh, 9 to 5 and then 5 to 9. From 5 to 9, you working on what you got to work on. Doing that shit. I tried it. I done worked over 15, 20 damn jobs since I graduated, bro. Car wash, cashier, stalker, customer service representative, every fucking job. Carpenter, window installer. A bitch can't tell me nothing about being lazy. I don't care about none of that shit. I just refuse to have to cater to another man's ego in order to get a dollar that isn't even real in order to live, bro. Like I said, I don't mind unloading a 25, 35, 45 foot long U-Haul. I don't mind getting a pressure washer. And I don't mind doing shit like that. I don't mind building. But I want to build for myself, bro. I want to build for the people that I love around me. I don't want to build for another man who don't give a fuck about me. And the second I do something that goes against the grain for him, he can't even communicate that. He got to act passive aggressive or aggressive. And then if I react, I get fired. So the only way I could get through the day and work a job is by tucking my tail. Oh, fuck that. I don't care, bro. It is what it is, bro. I'm not here to live to my parents' standards, society standard, none of that. I want to play the game how it's supposed to be played. I'm trying to do it the righteous way. But this capitalist-ass society that made it to where it's for real, eat or be eaten, bro. So I'm at a point where it's like, I don't want to be that person, though. So it's like I have to separate myself and love people from a distance, bro. I don't want to be that type of nigga, bro. I'm not trying to live like no monk, but at the same time, bro, I realize sometimes that's necessary. You got to be on that Damascus road. You got to be alone sometimes so the Most High could talk to you. Sometimes you got to sit down with yourself and have a conversation with yourself because you're the only one who understands you. Financial literacy right now is the most important thing, bro. Understanding the skill, building businesses, and financial literacy, bro. Building a team, building people around you that you could trust, which in this day and age, my nigga, I don't know. Far from society right now, bro. Everything a work in progress, though, fam.